Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. And not just another royal reading, but probably the last set of royal readings that I do this year. This year being, of course, 2022. I'm still busy with house guests, have a lot going on. And we'll have tomorrow and New Year's Eve. So my intention is to be back with you on the 1st of January, start the new year with the look ahead, the year ahead readings for all the royals, not just Harry and Meghan, but the royals as a full house, because it's equal opportunities here. We read on all the royals on this channel. But I thought that as my probably last pair of readings this year, I would look back, have a bit of a retrospective. And so the first pair that I'm going to look at today with the first retrospective is, of course, Harry and Meghan, who've had a big year. I'm using the After Tarot for this particular reading for Harry and Meghan, and we're going to look back and we're just going to see how their year was. Signifier for the year, I'm going to do a 7-card reading, and I'll do exactly the same kind of reading for the royals in the follow-up reading, the next reading. But I'm going to look and see how the year was specifically for Harry, specifically for Meghan, how it went with all their projects, how they feel. This is looking at them, their perspective, purely their perspective, how they feel their projects went, how they feel their marriage went this year, how about their hopes as they went into the year, and how they're feeling as they look ahead at 2023. Are they filled with optimism, hope, expectation, or are they feeling a little bit anxious about the year ahead? There is a big book coming out, of course, and Meghan too is threatening to write her tell-all memoirs, and we'll have a look at that. The list is there, the list, interesting card that's flipped out here, the 5 of Pentacles. We'll put it back in, give it one more shuffle. So as I say, just a retrospective. It's in this time of year, it's actually quite hard to read on the future, because many of us are sitting and looking at the year that was, and not just this year that was, many years. We look back and get quite reflective and take stock before we get into the spirit of the new year. And so that's what I'm doing here with the After Tarot, just a 7-card reading. And of course, the reminder that this is just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or just my opinion, speculation. There is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below, a written disclaimer, and of course, I read on the royals because they're archetypal and they are useful for us as we go through our own travails in life. And as the royals are looking back and reflecting on the year that was, we too are reflecting on our years that was and wondering how things went and how they might be going in future. So that is what's going on here. Underlying energy of this reading is the 3 of Wands in reverse. That is expectations not being met. And I had to pause then for a bit of a cough. But the 3 of Wands upright is expansion, growth, optimism. And the card has come out in the reverse that plans, projects not bearing the fruit that you thought that they were going to do, not bringing in the harvest, the rewards, the returns, things actually withering on the vine, so to speak. Interesting as our underlying energy. I'll put it over there in the corner. And let's go on. A signifier for the year that was for Harry and Meghan. Please, a signifier. Well, we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords is a trapped card, afraid. It's a very fearful energy. It's afraid of making a movement, of stepping out of almost your comfort zone, being stuck in a situation. The card has come out in the reverse. I'm inclined to read that as being exceptionally stuck in a situation of their own making, digging themselves deeper and deeper into trouble. That's my opinion. We'll see what the rest of the cards say. It could be that they're feeling that they have managed to get out of a certain amount of trouble, or got away with something, possibly. But we'll have more clarity on this as we go on. My first inclination is because of this card, the 3 of Wands in reverse, which underlies everything. It underlines this card tells me that I think they have got deeper into trouble rather than starting to dig themselves out of it. Harry, how was Harry's year? Wow. 3 of Swords. That's the year of heartache and betrayal. Feeling let down, feeling disappointed. This is just a general vibe. It's not about their relationship as such, but it could be in terms of friendships, in terms of own birth family, the royal family. It could be in terms of his relationship. This is his general feeling as he's looking back at 2022 and thinking, well, that was a year, that was a hard year, a very difficult year, a year of betraying and being betrayed, because in my opinion, he has experienced both. He's written that book, but also there is a sense that I think when he went back at the Jubilee and went back again, and then of course for the funeral, he didn't go back for the funeral of the late Queen, he just happened to be there when she passed away. He felt betrayed. So I think there's a lot of resentment there, a lot of hurt that hasn't been processed. I see that constantly in my readings. Me as an energy reader, that is what I am picking up. How's the lady wife feeling about the year that was? 7 of Swords. What did I say about getting away with something? She feels like she's got away with something. That is my opinion. 7 of Swords is the ghosting, is the running away, is the disappearing, is the taking what isn't yours. It's interesting because we were in the after tarot and about to step into a trap there, thinking got away with something, but not necessarily. And I wasn't going to use the after tarot for this reading because, of course, as those of you who watch my channel regularly, the after tarot and I had a bit of a moment a few weeks ago and caused me some difficulty with YouTube. I have now censored it. But this little thief here, because the 7 of Swords is a thief energy, is about to walk into an unseen trap. And Lady C is the one who is constantly warning that things are about to pop out. And she's using that term advisedly about what went on in Liverpool a few years ago. With the things that go bump in the night, shall we say. Still going to read on that. It's not the time. It's just not the time at the moment. The energy is too swirly. The year, for those of you who read the Faraway Tree books when you were little, it's as if a new land is coming to the top of the faraway tree, and all the gusts and the wind and the leaves are blowing, and it's just all a bit tricky to navigate, which is why I'm staying here in this energy and looking back rather than trying to look forward. Just explaining what I'm doing here today. But yeah, I think she's got away with it, possibly has not. Let's look at their projects. How do they feel about their projects that they undertook? Judgment in reverse. Judgment is, of course, the awakening card, the second coming, the and carefully clothed, these little creatures being lifted up as the angel blows the trumpet. Fluffy's giving a good scratch to the furniture. She's woken up. Literally, as I picked up the Judgment card, Fluffy woke up and started scratching the furniture. But it is in reverse, the Judgment card. Errors of judgment, being judged. They feel that they're being criticized for what they've done. They feel that they possibly have run out of options, because judgment is, as I say, the second coming, which tarot readers very often read as having a second bite of the apple, another chance at something. Feeling that they have used up their goodwill. They have possibly been judged harshly, hence the 3 of Swords there. They're not feeling happy at all with the way their projects are going. Again, let's remind you, underlying energy, 3 of Wands in reverse, projects that aren't expanding and growing, projects that are in fact shrinking, withering, bringing no returns, that they've almost given up on. It's a waiting card when it's upright. It's a given up waiting when the card is in reverse. I often forget to say that with this card when I'm reading the Harkles for some reason. It's waiting energy, given up waiting. Areas of judgment, being judged, being criticized, and no second chance. Not with Spotify, not with Netflix, not with Penguin Random House. Lost my breath there. Busy day, as I said. What about their relationship, their personal relationship? How, if they look back at the year, how was it for them? Well, Ace of Cups. Goodness me. That's a new love blossoming. That's heart being offered. We're talking about their personal relationships and perhaps new love being kindled. I don't feel that this is them and their impression of each other. Could be that they're just pretending with that Ace of Cups. Look, this great love story we've had to reenact for Netflix. Lots of scenes, according to internet sleuths, were staged, were scripted, were planted, were planned, recreated. It has a bit of a fake energy, this Ace of Cups. That whatever energy is going on between them is a little bit staged. Is a bit over the top. Ace of Cups can often mean excess emotion, but it can also mean that the pair of them have found other interests. And there are rumors have swirled that they have both headed off in different directions. Just rumors. I'm just repeating rumors. But if this is going on, there was talk that they were going to reenact their wedding vows for Netflix and all this nonsense. That seemed not to make the final cut, the final edit. What a surprise. Who would want to watch that past the sick bag? But the Ace of Cups, I think it's just this great love story, the greatest story ever told, the greatest love story ever told. Let's rephrase that and not... go off in a completely wrong direction with the reading. This is the greatest love story ever told, and hoping that we would buy it. That's what I'm getting off this card again. Because of that, also underlying energy, which colours all of these cards. Their expectations for the year. How did they feel the year was going to go? Well, they thought they were going to be doing lots of celebrating with the Three of Cups. It was going to be all party with their friends. They were going to get all those invites to all those glamorous events. They knew all about the awards, allegedly, that they had been bought and paid for. They were going to get accolades. They were going to be praised. The book was coming. The Netflix documentary was coming. All those things were coming. And they thought it was going to be fantastic. It was going to be fun. It was going to be all partying and celebrating and getting the best, designer dresses and whatever out so that they could go and mingle with all those celebrities and everything else. How are they feeling about the year to come? The year ahead, 2023, how are they feeling about that? They're still hopeful about things. And I see this as well. I see that they still believe that they can pull this iron out of the fire, that they can still rescue the situation. They feel that they still have options with that Seven of Cups card. It's a card of possibilities, options, but also, as I always say with this card, the card of self-delusion. Because mostly what's in those cups is quite nasty. You can see that the person who's made off with the jewels has got a snake tied around his waist. So the duplicity, deception in this card. We got two sevens that have come out, and they're not very pleasant sevens, these ones, the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Sneaky energy in both of them, very interestingly. One is about to trip someone up. One still believes, and they both still believe. They still believe that they can spin this story of the greatest love story ever told and convince everybody, and then they might get their half in, half out thing, or they might get something. They still believe that it's possible. Reality hasn't hit them yet. It's gonna, but we'll see what the year ahead readings tell us. But it's coming. It's coming because this card is full of delusion. It's not reality. This is not reality, but they believe it. As they thought that they were going to be celebrating and crowing and, the eyes of the world would be on them for all the best possible reasons, they still believe that things can be turned around for them. And, good luck with that. Harkles. That is the Harkles, the year that was, and a brief glimpse into their mindset according to the tarot cards. For how they feel about the year to come. And they're hanging in there. That's the reading, and I'll get on quickly with the next one before I completely lose my voice.